Hello, and welcome. My name is MiniBetrayal, and this is Factorio Megabase, and I've just realised my minimap is gone. Settings, interface, minimap. There we go. Okay, so today I have decided that we're going to do some work on trains. On trains. So I mentioned, I think it was in the last episode, that I made a mistake insofar as I forgot to bring just stone onto the bus. So what I'm going to do, because this line here is gone essentially, I think I should be able to sneak in a line of stone coming from here. So it's not exactly perfect or pretty, but I think it should work. So if I just do that, and then here can be my stone line, and it just needs to hop under. No, that's not right. It needs to hop under there, and we're good to go. Okay, so firstly, I've got a couple more technologies to do in that regard. Should I set up oil processing as well? I probably should. Hang on, I'll get the fluid wagon as well. Why not? Okay, so right, what do we actually need for these guys? Firstly, where do they live? Over here. So these guys are engine units. That's right. So let's get some engine units being made. Right, engine units, they require, that's this tab, engine units, steel, gears and pipes. So steel and iron. Easy peasy. So what we'll do, I'll move this down a little bit because engines I would like to have on the bus, and I think I want them there. Okay. So if I do, how shall I do this? If I do something like that, they'll have iron coming down that way. So I can have gears on one side of a line and pipes on the other, and then steel can come in on that line there. Okay, let's get this hooked up. Okay, and there we go. So this should give me what I want. Looks good to me. Okay, now how many... Something wrong with my throat today. How many of these do we want? Let's see, how long does one of these take to make? They're on this one again. They take 12 seconds. So if I just go for 12 machines, what's that going to do for... stuff? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so they need inputs. Come on, there we go. They'll need an output line as well, of course. In fact, after 6 of them, what I'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, I want to do, oops, something like that, just to switch which side of the belt it's on. In fact, I'll do it slightly differently. There we go. That looks a bit neater. And then inputs. And outputs. I'll give these ones slow outputs, they really don't need to be fast at all. And a little bit of power. Okay, and then last but not least, these want to be hooked up to the bus. There we go, so we've got some engines coming out there. Right, so that gives me the engines. What else do I need for trains? Here they are. Circuits and steel. Ooh, and... oh, okay. Research oil processing. I forgot that was actually an achievement. Okay, circuits and steel. Alright, so steel is here. Circuits are back here. And yeah, we just need to make them, I guess. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think I'll do essentially a bit like the mall. Let's move that across a bit. So we want... Okay, so actually what else do we want in the mall? So we've got trains. We also want wagons. We also want fluid wagons. That's not a fluid wagon. I haven't researched the fluid wagon yet, but it will be the fluid wagon. For now, actually, what I'll do, just to remind myself, I'll put that there. We also want signals and rails and stops, train stops. Is that everything? I think it is. Okay. So, okay, the train stop needs sticks, so does the rail. So, I do that. I can have this one making the sticks, and then one of these can make train stops, one of these can make rails. Signals, they just need plates and circuits, that's easy. What does the fluid wagon actually need? Okay, that needs a storage tank and pipes and gears as well. Okay, so if we do pipes and gears feeding straight into that, and then we need storage tank as well. What does a storage tank need? Okay. What if I did something like that? Is that going to work, do we think? Probably not. What if I did that? Oh, I can move that over by one more. Okay. So, and then we need the actual trains. Okay, so that's trains. This one's going to be gears. This one's going to be storage tanks. This one here is going to be pipes. They feed together in to make the fluid wagon, which I haven't done yet. And I've actually missed off the wagon as well. Ah! Okay. Let's move all of this down a bit. Okay, so that way, the storage wagon, what does he need? Ah, okay, he needs gears as well, so if I move him up by one, he can share the gear box. And then the train can go there. Okay, and then this one is going to be the fluid wagon. Come on, come on, there we go. Alright, I think that's everything I need for the trains. Okay, so engines. Engines can just come in there, we don't need them for anything else. What else do we need overall? We need steel and plates. Steel and plates. Steel and plates. And circuits. And we need stone to come down for that. So steel, plates, circuits, and stone. So if I've got two lines coming down here. What do we need at the very end? We need steel plates and... Okay, so we need all three of them to go to the ends. Okay, so here, let's just keep doing some research in the meantime. Oh no, we can do that. Yeah, it's the blue one we haven't researched yet. Okay, so you get both of them. I'm going to have iron plates come in on this one. So you also need to feed that way and that way. Right, you're getting your sticks. You need steel and stone. So... Oh, I'm out of blue inserters. Be right back. I don't think it really matters, but what I'll do, if I put... oh no, steel and stone. If I put them both on this one here, will that work? What does this guy need again? Oh no, he needs steel. So, okay, plates and steel are going on this line. So he needs steel and stone, so he needs one of each as well. So steel and plates are coming on the right belt. Stone and circuits are coming on the left belt. So you need one of each as well. which means the one above it will need one of each. Okay, you just need iron plates, and you feed directly into there. Yep. You just need iron plates, and you feed into there and into there. You need steel and plates, which is why I've got them both on the same line there, so I can do that and that. So this one will take the steel and plates off this belt, put them into there, make the tank, and then this one will shove them into there so I can get the fluid wagons. This one you also need steel and iron plates, and you need steel and circuits, so you need one of each as well. Except you also need one coming from there, which is where the engines are. Okay, so alright, let's get that done. So the engines come in there. That's easy. Alright, steel and circuits. No, steel and iron plates come in on this line here. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I'm doing there. So, okay, steel can come in from there and down. Okay, we've got steel. Iron wants to come in from there. Okay, we've got the iron. Circuits want to come in from here. Okay, and then this last one was stone, which is all the way up on this line. Wants to come in from there. Okay, now we're not actually feeding any stone in yet, but it's ready to go when it's there. Right, these of course all want outputs as well, so I will do that thing. We need a bunch of boxes for that. How can I possibly be out of wood? Oh, I put it all in the car, that's right. Make me some boxes. Okay, and I'll put some limits on these, though I'm not entirely sure what just yet. Trains, I'll leave that unlimited. Wagons, I'll leave unlimited. Actually, you don't need that, and you don't need that. What's this one? Fluid wagons. I'm not going to need that many fluid wagons, certainly not for a long time. I'll give myself a row of each type of signal. I'll leave that one unlimited. I don't actually need you, and I'm not going to be making that many stations at a time. Okay, so there's that bit done. It needs power. Okay, and then we just need to get some stone coming in. Now that shouldn't be too difficult. So remember, we've got the stone randomly coming in here. So, where's that? If I just take that straight down, I should be able to just pinch off this line here. So let me grab the car for this, actually. A couple of reasons. Alright, firstly, let me just pinch like all of them. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. That'll work, that should be enough. So yes, firstly the car is just faster. But also one of the mods I have installed is called VehicleSnapping, which means it will snap to nice straight orientations. So I should, power poles permitting, just be able to do this, and it will work for me. Okay, well, it mostly worked. Okay, right, let's go pick up that bot I left behind. There he is. In you get. Okay, so we've got stone coming up there. Now there's a couple of gaps in this, thanks to trees getting in the way. Okay, I think, yep, that's all hooked up. So let's just have a quick check, make sure the stone is still on its way. Yes, it is. All right. So now we've got some stone coming in. And that should be everything we need in order to be at least ready to build some train stations. Right, why isn't this working? It's not getting enough iron. Okay. So, yeah, this effectively one line of iron that I'm using is not enough. Luckily, I have some extra lines of iron just waiting to mix in. So let's do that. Now this is not a very thoughtful way of doing it. I probably could balance this a bit better, but screw you. Okay, need to go and pick up some more things from the mall. See, I'm doing fine for belts. Let's pick up a stack of them, and I'll make sure I've got a full stack of undergrounds as well. Alright, that's looking better for iron, but not perfect. Okay, so yeah, now we're like actually utilizing all 4 lines of iron, and that is looking much healthier there. How far down is it going? Still not that far. Let's see, where is it all being used, do we think? So it's definitely getting past the trains, it's getting past the wagons, it's getting past the fluid wagons. What are you not getting? You're not getting steel. Ah, I haven't given you an input from there. There you go. Yeah, looks like, yeah, they're all being eaten by signals at the moment, but that will fill up, and we are getting some rails as well, so that's good. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, now they're all being eaten by the pipes for the fluid wagons. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to build. I think they only stack to 5, don't they? Yeah. Okay. Right, what else can we do today? Quick look at pollution cloud, doing fine. These guys are taking the brunt of it, but I'm fairly sure that the land to actually get from there to here doesn't yet exist. I don't think it's been generated yet, so yeah. Okay, I think the next thing we'll do is we'll start getting ready, at least, for some oil processing. So we've got a quite big oil patch down here, actually. Let's see, how many patches have we got here? 1, 2, 3... 24 oil patches. Oh, look at that. As if by magic. 24. Okay, so we're also going to need some pipes, some storage tanks, and stuff. See. I don't yet know where I'm going to put my oil processing area. I'll have to have a think about that. But anyway, I've got some crafting to do. Alright, I think I've picked up everything I need. I've also done a little bit of tidying up. I've removed some unnecessary power poles and spread around some better lighting. Let's go on a road trip to the oil deposit. And here we are. Okay, so I've brought a number of things with me. In fact, I'll get to that in a moment. Firstly, let's just plop these down. And if I counted right, there should be 24 of them. I counted right for once. There you go. Right, next, I've got a couple of storage tanks. For now, I'm just going to pump the oil into some storage tanks, which are right here. So now I need to figure out how to hook all of this up. And yes, some ways it's going to work, some ways it isn't. Right. What you can do, sometimes works for a situation like this, set up some like trunks. So I'll have one going along that way with an, oops, that's not an underground, that's an underground. With an underground there, so it's sort of continue it on that way. And I'll set up another one here-ish. Okay, and then what you do is you have each of these point towards the closest trunk, and you just connect it up. Connect it up using undergrounds if you can. So just temporarily, no, I'm going to stick that in there and ordinary pipes in there, just so I've got quick access to them. Okay, so this one here, even though this one's the closest, in fact that might reach with an underground. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, this one here is a little bit tricky. Because of the position of the other ones, I'm going to have to stretch up there. So, in fact, if I do that, then I can hook that one up that way. Okay, oh, I missed one. And once you've got everything hooked up, like that, then what you do, to make it look better at least, you get rid of as many normal pipes as you can and replace them with underground. So for example, from here to here can be underground. Stylistic choice, if you want to get rid of lengths, pipes of length 2, you can if you want, although it doesn't actually improve any oil flow at all. Okay, I think that's everything hooked up. So what we'll do now, we'll actually hook these up to the tanks. Oops. And power it. So I've got some medium power poles with me now. I'm just going to run around, and it's not going to be particularly neat, but it should grab everything. Yeah, if you just run around and hold down the button, it will place a power pole either as far away as it can, or in such a way that everything you have moused over will be connected. So I think if I do that, and just that, nothing's flashing, everything's turned on. Okay. Right, now all of this is going to make a fair whack of pollution, and we're not that far away from biters. So the other thing I brought with me is some walls and some turrets. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I don't yet have a huge amount of ammunition, so probably what I'm going to do, if I put like 50 in each of these, am I going to have enough to go around? Yeah, plenty. In fact, I might even be able to get away with putting 100 in each of these. See, I've got 400 left. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I can put 100 in each of these. I'm going to concentrate on the ones at the bottom row, because, or in fact in this corner, because this corner here, sorry, because of this base, that's probably the direction I'm going to get attacked from. Alright, you can have 88. I'll keep the rest on me. Yeah, I said they can each have 100, and then I had an extra one in, so they can't, but oh well. That is now working. Whoops. Alright, so where do I actually want to bring that? You see, this bus, this is going to go along this way, and I'm probably going to have to turn it down here at some point, because I don't think there's enough room to keep going on, unless I do a huge amount of landfill. Maybe if I do like the oil processing here? Yeah, if I can use this lake, that'd be quite good. Alright, let's bring some oil in, approximately that direction. Did I make a pump? I thought I made a pump. Yes, I made 4 of them, in fact. Here-ish. Okay. But I'm going to leave that there for now. Let's see, how's... Well, pollution hasn't got far enough yet, but it annoys me that that's out of radar coverage. I'm going to go and put a radar down there. Okay, and in fact this holding tank here is already full, which is nice. Means we've got a nice fast supply of oil there. Alright, let's go back home. Okay, so we've made a bit of progress this episode. We've got trains ready to be built. This mall over here you can see is backed up, nothing else is being built. And we've got some oil ready to go. Next episode, I think what we're going to do is actually build a little bit of a train network. Not a massive one, but well, I was looking at power, and power's doing fine at the moment. But there's some holes in this coal line here, because this coal deposit is starting to dry up. 348k left, and I'm not utilizing all of it. But it's it's not going to last forever. And this coal line here, which actually goes off towards the rest of the base, that is only half a line now. So we're going to have to pay attention to... do I have an extra... I do, I've got a belt there that I just randomly don't need. What was I saying? Yeah, we're running out of coal. So yeah, next episode I'm going to set up a little train line to probably go and take advantage of the 16 million coal that's over there, and sort of ship it back to here. So coal I'm going to sort of do stuff with, I guess, in the oil processing area, because I also need it for plastic. If I get this far without tearing up everything and starting again, I will also need it for coal liquefaction, which is all oil processing stuff. So yeah, I'm going to turn this starter base into my power and oil processing stuff, because I might end up fueling my boilers with solid fuel or something like that as well. But that is a thing to start considering next episode. In the meantime, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.